Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports, and it's a pleasure to bring you some Friday night action with the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. Talladega 150 brought to you by Prolitas. Prolitas.com for all of your information on that. Have you ever heard of Polita? Well, I tell you what, Polita is an ice cream treat that originated in Mexico and traditionally consists of pureed of fresh fruit that is frozen together into a refreshing dessert. It can also be made with cream and milk. Their Prolitas are different, though. Instead of being just in ice pop, their protein Politas are healthy recovery treats. They use real pureed fruit, and most importantly, add protein to their Politas. Go to prolita.com. That's PROLETAS.com to find out more information so you can order. The Dallas Observer gave them some real good feedback on what they do. And there's his meet Greg Garcia of Protein Politas in the east of Dallas. Those guys got a big old article right there. So the Dallas Observer loves them. You can love them too. Go to prolitas.com to find out more information. Talladega 150 right here for the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. And man, oh man, that's going to be interesting to see how long they can hold a line. And when the big one's going to happen, I am taking my over-unders, guys. So you guys can put it out there on all of the feeds. Appreciate you very much. They're qualifying at the moment. So while they qualify, we're going to go over the race information. 150 miles, roughly about 60 laps is what they're going to run. The track temperature right now, 103 degrees here in Talladega. You know, the Alabama native. 6 cautions, says Justin Barkley out there on YouTube. They need shots, of course. Those who don't know, Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series, they have a shot group that shows up. They raid my stuff, which is awesome. Appreciate you very much. 79-degree air temperature, 54% humidity with partly cloudy skies. That 6-mile-an-hour wind's going to make a big factor when it comes to how these cars draft. And we're going to be seeing those guys, how much it's going to affect it very soon. You got to stay tightly packed, and, that's pretty much where that's going to work. Qualifying underway. Of course, we need to make sure that I give big shout-outs to all of the people who support Signature Esports. So commercials coming up, and then we'll be back to the starting grid after these messages.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
If you guys don't know, Ryko Motorsports has a big announcement coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned to those guys. Those guys have great things. Black Horse Auto Transport, of course, pretty much all of my Road Series sponsors. Those guys do a great job, but they do support what we do over here, so I continue to support what they do. Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, my Sounds of iRacing sponsor across all of the series and all the broadcasts I do for iRacing. Austin over there does a great job. He's got a brand new website. That's bulldogssportscards.net, bulldogssportscards.net, where you can find pretty much anything that has to deal with the great and awesome hobby of not just sports cars, but he sells toys on Amazon. He's got things on eBay as well. So go and check him out. Give that guy some love. If you go and buy something from his website, make sure you use promo code SETV10. That's SE, the letters SE and TV, and then the number 10. Give him some love on Facebook and all of that stuff. Good things out there. But Prolitas is the main sponsor for tonight's race, the Prolitas Talladega 150. And man, oh man, they're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. And Justin Barkley out there on YouTube says hopefully he'll be racing next week. So awesome things coming in that way. If you're out there on Twitch, make sure you give us a like and follow. And make sure that you host our stream. I'd appreciate that. You know, just why not? Oh, man, they're getting ready to be done. There they are. I knew they were going to be done here in just a moment. All right, let's go over to the starting grid. Of course, starting grid brought to you by Signature PC Gaming Series. You can go to signatureesports.com, click on the PCs, buy yourself one. We build them fresh right here. So 65 laps, I was mistaken, so it is going to be a little bit more than 150 miles, but 65 laps is what's going to be run. I was told 60, so that's kind of where I was at with that. No big deal. We'll run a few more laps and have some fun. Brian Kozad, the 87, is going to be your pole sitter. And oh man, there he is loading in. Got the Aaron's Mobile. Look, that's on a Toyota. Super awesome. Toyota Tundra sitting out, or not Toyota Tundra, this is Toyota Camry on the pole. Lance Hill, the number 6, is going to be on the outside pole position. Adam Aylshire, the number 11, with Justin Malarkey. They're going to be there in row number 2. Doug Erickson, Joe Neidick, those guys are going to be there in row number 3. John Neidick Jr., Neidick Racing, number 8, he's going to be there with Matt Fornes in the outside row 4 position. Pete Van Sprundle, looks like he's going to be loading in 9th right there with Chris Buds to his outside, the number 13. Stephen McComas is going to be starting inside row number 6 with Austin Bloom to the outside. And, I've got my second broadcaster coming in here. You make sure that everybody can hear this fine individual, none other than Midwest Maniac himself, Mr. Michael. How are you today, my man? Can you hear me? Well, I know he's there. I just heard him. So, all good things. Let's move down the grid just a little bit more. We've got, we were talking about Austin Bloom being on the outside pole position in row number 6. Brian Dixon is going to be there, the number 33. Michael Pimper is going to start on the outside of him. Jad Khalif is going to be out there, the Canadian driver. He's going to have some fun. And we've got a whole bunch of people in there rocking and rolling. So, all good things. Pace car is going to lead him around. We're going to have some fun. We're going Talladega driving. A whole lot of Ricky Bobby references coming up, I do believe. And tell you what, we're going to go fast. That's for sure. And as Mr. Woolley is getting prepared, I know that he is in the channel with me, so it's good to have him aboard. Of course, you can see the Midwest Maniac race starting next Friday. The Signature eNASCAR Cup Series action starts tomorrow night with the Clash at Daytona, so tune in tomorrow about 8:20 Eastern, and we're going to get that underway. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Winner is going to get some money, a big old $50 bill in their pockets, and then qualifying for all 3 series. It's going to be next week. We have the Real Racing Online Dirt Series this Sunday. Right before that, we've got the Jones Six-Pack Racing League. They're going to be early on in the afternoon. Man, we're just going to have a whole lot of fun. And we're getting back into the heat of things. The mix is starting to be like a good thick batter. And 2021 is about to kick off for Signature Esports in a big, big way. Signature eNASCAR Truck Series action on Thursday, Xfinity Series action on Friday, and of course the Cup Series on Saturday. We got some great sponsors, we got some great affiliates, and it's just fun, just a whole lot of fun. On top of that, Tuesday nights, Trucks Ultimate Championship Series, and starting here in a couple of weeks, about 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to have the Cars Ultimate Championship Series. We're going to be able to see those guys racing here very soon too. Pace car is going to dive off and high above the stands. You know who's there. Fred the Flagman. He is right there ready to wave this thing green as they come around the tri-oval at speed. And keys to success here are definitely going to be patience and keeping your car clean. I know they have fast repairs, but at the end of the day, you don't want to just send it. You want to be able to have that fast repair in the back just in case something happens late in the race. So let's see if they go green for more than just a couple of laps. Fred says green, 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 and they are off like a prom dress. As the 87 of Cozad has the 6 of Hill to the outside. Aylshire is right behind that Toyota there on the inside lane. Cozad, Aylshire, Ericsson there on the inside. They are really starting to line out very fast. The man himself in the broadcast booth with me, Michael Woolley. Those who don't know who Michael Woolley is, you need to go find the Midwest Maniac on Twitch and find him on Facebook. Give his stuff a whole bunch of likes because that is just absolutely the whole grand scheme of things. 87, 11, 46, 6, and the 8 of Nidek out there. Inside row is cooking. But we've learned that with iRacing's new updates, the downforce package, yes, you can push these cars around the track, but if they are not bumper to bumper 1 and 2, that outside lane, you don't really need as much forward draft as you would think. Yes, you need forward draft to be able to keep up with the pack, but you could pretty much side draft your way to the front. You may not be able to make the pass without a little bit of help, but definitely can make it interesting by utilizing a little bit of the side draft. So the physics starting to work out very nicely for iRacing as they continue to move forward in their progression. Cozad leads another lap around here into the tri-oval front stretch. 2 laps green. When does the first one come?
Jason, I'm finally here if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Midwest Maniac back in action here with the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series with me. Mr. Willie, how are you, my friend?
It's good to be back, man. I can't believe I finally got back in here to announce with you. Took a little bit of a hiatus earlier. We're getting ready to ramp up our season. Love to come here and announce here at Midwest Days of Thunder. You guys are a bunch of great guys. You see Brian Cozad kicking it out there in front, that number 87 machine. He's always fast.
He's been fast all season long, and they used to have the points and everything in their Discord for me, and I can't see those channels anymore, so I'm not sure what happened with that, but I used to be able to give you statistics. Now we're just going to worry about racing because it's Talladega.
Talladega, you were right. You can pretty much side draft all the way to the front in this racetrack. I mean, you've seen me do it a couple times, Jason. You've done it. Just got to get down close, but you got to be able to trust the guy on the inside line, not walk off up in your lane. As soon as that happens, all heck breaks loose, and then you got the big one.
Well, we are looking forward to the big one. We are looking forward to giving away the helicopter award of the day. It's our most patented award next to a championship that we like to run. But the 87 of Cozad doing a great job with it. And now Ericsson behind him. Aylshire, I think he went up to get some air, but now he's losing pace on the outside lane. Looking for the 24 of Nidek to get right behind him. And the 24 is Joe Nidek, so that's the senior of the drivers that are out there. 46, a little bit below the yellow line right there. The yellow line is very dangerous in iRacing because of that immediate drop-off. Tell people how that can affect and upset your car when you're going around a corner.
Which part? Because the car going around a corner, especially at the super speedways, you got something stuck in there, and we've seen it multiple times. You got 2 cars tandem. Pretty much all you can do is super speedway. But once you get that 3rd car up in there, that's when things get scary and things get a little bit suspect. You gotta kind of live. You gotta play around with the throttle. A lot of these guys back behind the leaders are probably going frequently wrong. They're not even.
biggest mover of the race, and he's absolutely right. 3/4 throttle, feathering it, trying to make sure that you're just in position. But we always like early on doing some of the biggest movers of the race. Right now, Derek Schimmel in 16th. He's up 7 positions, and it just happened. I think he might have just gotten a big run. The number 13 of Chris Budd sitting up there in 3rd. He is now up 7 positions from where he started, and doing a great job. And he's got that monster energy paint scheme on that Chevy, so I think he's, I know that you're the big fan of the 13 because you are the 13.
There is no substitute, Jason.
Chris Budd's out there now moving up to 2nd place. He's taking the 11 of Aylshire with him and possibly going places. A Ford pushing a Chevy, which is a great combination. We've noticed that the Fords with the flat fronts here, the physics actually work out really well for the Fords to be great pushers. The Chevys not so much because of the diamond shape on the front of the vehicle.
And you should really have Eric Schaefer in here right now. That push lot car.
You know, Schaefer might have a little bit of fun there with all of that. I definitely think that that's Joe Neidick. He's on the outside. Van Sprundle there. He's driving the Harry Potter scheme again. That Chevy Camaro Z01. He's moving places. He's up 2 positions from where he started. He started 9th there and 7th. Fell back just a little bit, and quite possibly might have the potential to go places here.
But though, these guys look really good. I mean, the top lane waffles just a little bit, but I think those guys are getting air, trying to get poised for position. Got the guys on the bottom keeping a really nice, solid line, but that's what we've always seen here in the Jason Thunder Group. And except for what was it? What was that track? It's kind of a little bit of a mess, but I mean, they got through it pretty good. I can't remember the name of it for some reason.
Was
It's a short track.
They were at North Wilkesboro not too long ago.
That's it. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, North Wilkesboro, one of those tracks that's just so difficult to manage and so difficult to run. But you just gotta hold on. And, trouble.
Big trouble right there. The number 6 gets into the 46 of Doug Erickson and sends him into the 70 of Stefan McComas. Not happy, I don't think McComas is.
No caution, iRacing cautions here. Lap 9, so that's going to take about 5 drivers out of the mix at the moment. They wrecked a little bit on the backstretch.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Awesome. I think they just updated some standings for me. How awesome is that? Thank you guys very much. Hey, there it is.
On the ball, Midwest Days of Thunder Series.
Yes, sir. All right, let's pull this over. We're going to see it right here. Yeah, I used to be able to see it now, and now, oh, there it is. Lance Hill, the overall points leader right now. Oh, somebody just blew an engine. I just heard that. Lance Hill, the overall points leader, has 2 wins, one at the Daytona Road Course and one at Daytona. So Talladega is going to be probably one of the ones that he needs to really do well. Austin Bloom second in points, 336. He is 14 points behind the drivers, behind Lance Hill, who's in first at the moment. But Chris Budd's taking over first place in front of Neidick right there.
Yeah, I went back on the old replay here, Jason, just to check it out a little bit. I heard over the intercom, I think Doug Erickson said that his computer wigged out or something like that. You can kind of see there was something going on there. He got really slow, really quick. The 46 got tapped 6, so Erickson got hit by Lance Hill. And then the Harry Potter, that's probably right behind him, got into it as well, and then they collected 7. So just a lot of big stuff.
Well, let's take a look and actually pull up that replay. These guys look like they're singled out for just a little bit. Let's go back and see what happened. Here's Doug Erickson. That's who we're going to be riding along with right here. He slowed it. It's almost like he just straight lost everything where his throttle kind of backed out. Maybe his brake hit, and then there's the 70 of McComas right there. And the 46 can't go anywhere. It just seems like, you see the glitch happening with his with his race car right there where the wheels just kind of flipping back and forth. Brian Kozad back out front. 13 of Bud's right behind him to push Aylshire in the top row with Malarkey. There's Justin Malarkey driving the Disney orange and teal paint scheme. We've seen that one a time or two. Thank you for the feedback out there, Gary. Go ahead.
Yeah, that top is starting to push a little bit. I mean, you got the 6 up there. He's pushing along the 73. They're going to pass Christopher Buds along with the 87 and the 11. So it looks like they might be able to start working something out here. Back into the 6, though, you can kind of see it's a little bit crinkled. Doesn't seem to be affecting him too much as long as he can stay up behind that 73 machine. He's pushing pretty good up there, Jason.
Well, what I would see out of this situation, especially when it comes to if you have a little bit of rear downforce damage, like on that rear spoiler, these super speedway spoilers, of course, they are super tall. What are they, 10 or 11 inches? Super, super tall. You can barely see in the back of the vehicle when it comes to what these drivers are doing. The 87 now looking to go around the 11. The 11 doesn't have anybody there to the inside to help him, so the 87 might make a pass here if he's got nobody to go with him. If you see, it's because we know these guys have fast fixes. Will they be able to? Would you get a fast fix on rear spoiler damage, or will you just take the iRacing time? Oh, the 87 gets a little bit 13.
Christopher Buds came up a little bit, got him.
A little side draft went wrong.
Yeah, legit. No, for rear end damage like that, I would probably wait. I would wait on it for sure.
Maybe a little right side damage there for the 13 of Chris Buds, but we've seen that right side damage, as long as it isn't too bad on the nose of the vehicle, has been pretty good for iRacing standards. And right now we're getting to the point where usually at 13, 14, now 15 laps in, this is where patience starts wearing for some drivers because now they've been racing for almost 15 to 18 minutes, and it's they've only completed 15 laps.
Yeah, it's definitely a breaking point mental wise. Like, it's a big speedway. It takes forever to get around it. You know, you don't want to caution. Then you got guys getting close to the side drafting. It's definitely just, there's a big mental equation when it comes to driving on the super speedway like they are.
We are making some adjustments really quickly so that way we can get Mr. Woolley in the right channel here, audio-wise, because these guys have told me that they can barely hear you, and I want them to be able to hear you. So give me a good old test out there, Mr. Woolley.
Figaro. Good enough.
Close enough. We're trying to make sure that you are good to go volume-wise. We want to make sure that these guys can hear you, of course. But we're gonna do this. Let's do this. That is me, and we're gonna put you right here. Try that again for me.
Testing. 1, 2, 2.
Tell you what. Oh, that's why. There it is. How about now? Try that again for me, Mr. Woolley.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Woolley's on his own channel, folks. We're trying to make sure that he's going to go there. Want everybody to
I'm on my own channel because I'm special.
Love it. All right, folks.
Yeah, we haven't had to use the second channel in a little while. And so I had some updates that I had to take care of, so we want to make sure that he's good to go there.
And I got here late, so that didn't help.
That's all right. Things happen. All right, the 11 of Adam Aylshire out front. Michael Pimpere now up in the mix. He's up 12 positions from where he started. The biggest mover of the race in fourth right now, and that's going to be Phil Stainert in the number 4, driving the Hunt Brothers
Ford Mustang paint scheme. That's remind me who that is. Oh man, I'm throwing a big old brain fart at the moment. Kevin Harvick.
Which one?
Scheme. Kevin Harvick, the number 4 stater right there with the.
You just said his name.
I know. I just said he's. I was like, man, what is his name? The Kevin Harvick. I was trying to remember Kevin Harvick because Kevin drives for Hunt Brothers and drives for Stewart-Haas Racing, and there it is.
I don't think we have a Hunt Brothers around here. I've heard of it, just never seen it.
I think Southern Illinois is more where Hunt Brothers is going to be for you. Remember Huck's back in the day? The big old Huck's convenience stores. Those guys were where Hunt Brothers Pizza kind of got started. We have Hunt Brothers in our convenience stores over here. That's pretty much where that goes. But
Jimmy, can they hear me now? Are we good?
They can hear you. Apparently, they can't hear me.
No!
I don't see how they. It's all good.
Got into that situation. You're like, okay, I'm gonna make it to the race. Cool, I'm on time and everything. And then iRacing's like, oh, you have an update. I know everybody went through this. You know what I'm talking about out there.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Stayner still holding on to that 3rd spot. But look out, the 87 coming up the middle, taking it 3 wide. Look out, Kozad on the move. It looks like a man on a mission. Well, I'll try to do the best I can while you're working on that. Austin Bloom in the number 3, currently in the 2nd position, pushing along Adam Alshire in the number 11 car. That's 1 and 2 on the board right now. Phil Stayner still in 3rd position in the number 4 car. And right behind him, going to be Lance Hill in the number 6 machine. On the outside, Justin Malarkey starting to push that number 87 machine of Brian Kozad. And they were making some moves and trying to get up there, but looks like they kind of stalled out, Jason.
Well, definitely trying to make sure that you guys can hear me. There's no echo, guys. What it is there's a double channel going on right now. And because we're in the middle of the broadcast and you guys wanted to be able to hear Mr. Woolley, I'm just trying to work through it. I promise, just trying to work through it. Thank you very much for the input out there. So what we'll do is we'll make sure Woolley is turned up. The only way to be able to do that is to be able to get everything worked in. Action happening in Adam Alshire out front, and now it looks like that upper line seems to stalled out. The 46 up there, trying to make himself sling into the mix. He's a little bit down. That's Doug Erickson off a couple of laps while these guys are going around. It looks like 3 laps down at the moment. All right. So this is what we'll do. We're turning Mr. Woolley up. I am turning myself down just a little bit so that everybody will be able to hear what's going there. We're going to put everybody on the same channel. And
make us even.
Pretty much what we're going to have to do.
I mean, I can leave so you can just fix yourself.
All good.
If you need to.
All good. Nope, we're good. We're all on the same channel. We're both getting the same inputs. We're getting some fun. Adam Alshire out front, and we'll just deal with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to listen softly on the side, and I'm going to let you have the feed for just a moment.
Sounds good to me, man. And Adam Alshire still rocking and rolling that first spot. Austin Bloom still pushing him along. A little trouble there for just a second. Justin Malarkey in that 73 gets pushed up to the top side. And here comes John Neidick along with Christopher Buds taking that second line away from him. 73 is going to have to back off. Harry Potter right behind him, trying to push along, and now he's going to duck down to the bottom. Man, some movers and shakers here, but here we go. Christopher Buds, John Neidick. Lance Hill, even though he's got some grand damage, still pushing that. Pretty darn good as they catch it up. 6 meter ship. Early pit stops going on here at Talladega Superspeedway. Getting a look right now at Matt Warren, 10 machine. And takes it. Stephen. Isn't Stephen M1. 17. Back to the leaders. I'm not sure what Jason. I'm just gonna talk about what I want to talk about. You guys are just gonna.
I got everything fixed. I went and checked the feed to make sure that everybody can hear us and everything should be good to go there. We are rocking and rolling on lap number 26 here, Talladega. Willie just does it justice. And if you haven't noticed, Corey asked if I could take one of these. I put this paint scheme out there on Trading Paints. See it right there, the number 16 machine. If I could put it out there on Trading Paints, I made a Joker paint scheme, which is pretty much my go-to. It's the NVIDIA. Yep, that's Corey Wakefield. He asked if I could put it on a Toyota, and I did. And so now he said he was going to run it today, and he is. There is one of our primary go-to sponsors for signature eNASCAR Series action. NVIDIA, we have a great affiliate with that. Corey Wakefield out here driving the Joker paint scheme that he said that he would. So doing great things.
I knew I seen Joker's face somewhere out there. That's it when I came in.
But right behind him, the Batman's chasing.
I see that.
Michael Pimpere using. I think that is the Dark Knight. It is the Dark Knight chasing the Joker. So what a great little tandem that they have going on there, running 4th and 5th. The Duluth Twin Peaks Toyota. Oh, Willie, you've got somebody that knows you out there, which is W_Pierce, that knows you. Everybody coming to pit road, pit stops coming in. We know that that's going to happen. Around 26 to 28 laps is what they can run. So we're no doubt we're going to start seeing these drivers come to pit road. They've ran green the entire time. Only that one little incident where some of the drivers went got collected into each other, and that took about 3 or 4 drivers off the lead lap. Adam Ailshire there. Michael Pimpere, he is on the high line. He's got the 76 behind him. Those guys are going to stay out. They are a couple of laps down. I'm sorry, that's Stephen McComas. Apologies about that. So Stephen McComas right there. He is on lap 25. The leaders are on lap 26, completing lap 27. Adam Ailshire completing lap 28. So those guys are coming to pit road. So we're going to start seeing things cycle back around. But an opportunity for the 70 and the 76. That's Stephen McComas or Stephen McComas right there with Bob Johnson. Those guys are 18th and 19th. So they'll be able to work together. If they would just hold on to each other, they'd be able to do good things. There is the 76. Bob Johnson running the Prolitas paint scheme. Remember, this is the Prolitas Talladega 150.
So we're going to have to watch and see if those tires are soft now. See, is he able to perform like he should be to? Maybe he's making it on a caution. He does get wrecked. He's sponsored by or iRacing.
Adam Ailshire, you're right. He didn't take any tires, according to the relative right here, but he did get some damage.
So he took that time instead of taking tires to get a little bit of that front end nose damage fixed. 13 seconds on his pit stop right there. Austin Bloom, who is now currently second, is going to try to catch up with the race leader. Took a full pit stop right there, got tires and fuel, and basically racked it all up. Right, Lance Hill trying to get a lap back from the race leader after coming in pit road a little bit earlier. He's on, it says he's on the lead lap right now. That doesn't make any sense because it shows him.
See very often when Alshire comes in, position number 1 at Talladega, comes back out, still in the lead, on the track, not that especially for early hitters. So this is trying to figure out exactly what happened. Sight, state,
Last car on the lead lap right now is going to be Stephen Wood, the number 17. He's right behind Brian Dixon, so these guys are in a two-car tandem. Hopefully they're going to work together. I didn't see anybody really working together right there.
lead cars up spaced out. Of course, the number 6 of Lance Hill. And hopefully be able to pull something off here. Of course, most of the Jill, of course, it's Adam Alshire. He's in the hot box right now. What happens? He's going to have to.
Adam Aylshire has Austin Bloom behind him. They caught him, and I thought that maybe Bloom would just drive around and maybe lead a few laps right here. But he settles into place, and Adam Aylshire there, and just comfortable in first. But you were talking about Justin Malarkey and the guys right behind him. There's the 21 of Michael Pimpere. He's the first car off the lead lap. So when he went to pit road, he actually did some damage for 58 seconds on his pit stop. So that is why that man is a lap down. So things are starting to add up. I'm looking at how the scale of pit stops work. John Neidig Jr., who's in this big old pack right here that's trying to catch the race leaders, looks to me like he stayed in for 19 seconds. So he caught another big pack, and these guys are trying to drive to the front. Joe Neidig right there with him. Yep, I got you. Oh no, I'm still going. Looks like Mr. Piercer, or Mr. Woolley, W. Piercer says hi. W_Piercer on Twitch. So here, I don't know who that is for you. What's your name out there on Twitch? That way he can, if he knows you, then he'll be able to say something. So there's the 22 of Tabor Mowry right there. He's leading the second pack around. Out front is Adam Aylshire. And so he's got a little 5-pack of cars running. And 4.5 seconds off is Tabor Mowry, and that's where that is right there. Oh, your daughter says hello. Yes. She wants to hear you say something.
I'm the side commentary, baby.
It's Haley. You are the color to my commentary.
I got the crazy boys. That's how we do it.
Adam Aylshire, Austin Bloom. That's 1 and 2. That's that whole group right there. And kind of makes me wonder if that pack of vehicles right there those are lap down cars, if they're going to try to pass the. Barkley says he's all over the place. If those guys are going to try to make the pass and try to put themselves out front, because tell you what, Malarkey is right there in the number 73. He's just chilling. You were talking about Tabor Mowry trying to make that group just a little bit faster to try to catch, because they've lost a little bit of ground. They were about 4 seconds off of the front pack, but now. As it stands, they were 4.3 seconds. trying to close it down. So there's Stefan McComas right there, the number 70, trying to help that 22 and that whole, basically from fourth on back, move to the front. Between 26 and 26 and 28. That's usually, it's kind of the same way that we have with our series. We run it at least one more time. If they go green all the way, they're going to have to pit at least between lap 55 and 58. So we're going to see how that goes. Sandra Jane, Michael Paul Woolley's voice gets your engine revved up. You know that's. All right, this time by will be almost halfway, and I can't believe I said that. I usually I said that. Oh man, Adam Aylshire out front, Austin Bloom, Justin Malarkey comfortable there in third, 4 seconds out over the second pack. And this one's going to be all about pit stops. How long will Adam Aylshire be able to run? Out front, you burn a lot more fuel because you've got all that downforce. Everybody else behind you can basically gain another lap out of it. Bob Johnson driving the Pro. We're talking about ProLetus. Want to make sure we continue to mention ProLetus. Go to ProLetus.com, PROLETAS.com to shop online. Now, you can buy this stuff and they'll ship it directly to you. Or if you're in the Dallas area, make sure you stop down there in Dallas, Texas. Of course, that is. Remember, ProLetus is a high-pack protein ice cream treat. It's basically a recovery treat. You want to be able to use those for your after workouts. Maybe you are just a walker. That's a good way to do it. You need that extra protein in your diet. Go to ProLetus.com to find out more information about what they do and how they do it and how you can buy it. Go to the big old shop tab. I'm going to send it. Yeah, pretty much. All right, guys, Sounds of iRacing coming up. We've got to do that while we have some green flag runs going on here. And so just hold on to it. Our Crank It feature, of course, brought to you by Hold On Sports Cards and Collectibles. Go to holdonsportscards.net. Put in promo code SETV10, and you'll get a big old 10% discount. They ship pretty much anywhere in the world. And that's new website, all kinds of good things. That's my man over there, Austin Harger. Does great things for us, and we love him. So make sure, whoa, everything moved on me there. Holy goodness gracious. Oh, I had, what happened? Never mind. All right. People coming to pit road, and they're going to get some things figured out. That's the ProLetus guy right there. So Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles. Sounds of iRacing. Here you go. The young Adam Shire from Sunbury still out front, has the 3 of Austin Bloom right behind him. And, of course, thank you to Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. Thank you for the follow out there, Mr. Shane Watson. Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, of course, our Sounds of iRacing sponsor. They're going to be our Sounds of iRacing sponsor for the foreseeable future for 2021. So, absolutely wonderful guy out there. So, we love supporting what they do. Hillshire out front. Bloom, Malarkey. You see him? He's just sitting right there behind the 6 of Lance Hill. Well, I think the 21 wants to go places, and you're seeing what we're talking about, how these drivers are able to keep up without being, and he's keeping up on the outside lane, especially there in the front stretch, getting good runs using a little bit of that quarter panel draft. But it's just, if you're not tucked in, you're gonna gain some ground. Some things changing over there for the 4th place car. There was Tabor Mowry that was there for a little while, but now you've got John Neidick Jr., the number 8. He is now out front, swap positions for 2. Now, I know that Neidick, let's see, on Neidick Racing, they've got Chris Budds, Joe Neidick, John Neidick, and Tabor. Those guys, maybe they're trying to work something together, because right there you see John Neidick Jr., Tabor Mowry, Chris Budds, and Joe Neidick. They are sitting 4th through 7th right now. Right now, 5 seconds is a big gap that they're losing. And they've stayed within the 4 to 5 second gap range, but they're going to have to tighten up the pack if they're going to be able to run with the guys, because right now they've got lap traffic with them, and that is going to be playing a big factor.
It's all about the pit strategy. Down to the fireworks. Start pitting once again. And that's the thing. They can short hit on it. And then they'll have the momentum on the track before these guys come back out, take a splash of gas, no tires. As long as you get off the track safely, get back on the track safely, they might have a chance.
Oh, most definitely. I think that's the big, it's going to be the big issue that we're going to see. Where is the pit cycle going to be for Hillshire, Bloom, and Malarkey? Because they came to pit road on lap 28. Joe, Tabor, Chris, and Joe. So John, Tabor, Chris, and Joe, that team, Neidick Racing, they came to pit road on lap 27. So they were part of that early group, and now they're going to have to really push it. So the 22 gets right there on the corner exit, right to the back bumper of the 8. And that's kind of where he's been. And now he's closing the gap just a little bit. That distance is now starting to play a factor. And I think that they're starting to see that that's really start turning it up for sure.
Talladega, how many Talladega races do you see on iRacing? No caution so far. This deep into the race.
17 to go is I'm impressed with the drivers. You know, I was watching practice. They have an hour practice, basically, 55-minute practice before the race, and I was watching the practice, and I was like, you know, some of these drivers are just going to push real hard, and we're going to see a wreck. We did see a wreck. We did see an incident earlier, but it wasn't the big one. Now with 17 laps to go, the front pack is 1, 2, and 3, and they're not really, well, technically 1, 2, and 4 are 1, 2, and 3 right now. That's the pace that they're setting, and they're 5 seconds out over a much bigger pack. Justin Barkley out there says, "I have to drink beer since we're not doing shots."
I think Justin sent me a request. Accept it, Justin. Thank you very much. Seen
And
that coming from Eric Schimmelbo. He's like one of those tigers, just kind of laying on the ball. He's just like ready to pound. He's got a clean car. Nothing's wrong with it. He's sitting back about a car and a half back. He's just waiting.
oh yes. I
There you are.
had to make some changes. Apologies about that, folks. I want to make sure that Wooly is. I'm constantly making adjustments. Oh, first caution comes out. We were talking about cautions, and look what happened. So that'll tighten the field back up. We'll have some free pass cars, and it's a long enough track with a free pass. What happened right here? Wakefield involved in there. Oh, it was the 96 into the 70 or the yeah. Oh man, all right. That was that second pack. Oh, big one. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna back that up because we saw McComas up high. That was that big second pack right there. Now they'll be able to come around. I believe most of the. I think most of these drivers, they do have a. Now you see right there in my view on the screen what I'm looking at. That is that front pack 4.5 seconds ahead of the field. So that's what they're looking at, trying to track him down. And what we're seeing right here, and this was Stephen McComas right here, the number 70. We're going to see what happened here because I believe he had the 87 there and the 71 to drop down. The 8 right there with the 8 trying to push. He was in the quarter panel. And next thing you know, oh, the big one. The Joker's not laughing. Joker is not laughing. All right, back to live conditions. Everybody coming to pit road. Barkley first shot.
Here's fuel the tires. I'd be getting tires if I was Alshire because I know, or Alshire, because he didn't lap this time. It's going to be a really greasy start.
What do you do? I mean, seriously, what do you do?
He's not taking tires.
I don't see him lifting. He didn't. No tires.
No tires.
No tires. Right there. And
I mean, the one caveat that he does have, that he's not starting. That's where you're leading. Not bad tires. I mean, his tires probably still show, what, you think, 89%? So they're not bad, like, whatsoever, but the problem is that iRacing is just, it's so greasy when you're starting, you never know what the car's going to do. So you might as well take the gamble and just get the tires at this point.
the guy that wins the race off pit road only needed a little bit of fuel from because he took 7 seconds of fuel, no tires. Justin Malarkey's going to be leading him off pit road now, and that's where he is at. Man, oh man, it's going to get interesting. We're going to see how this is going to work because I'm thoroughly waiting for that first. We've not seen a contactful Talladega restart in a minute. Like the first start, whenever they started here, they started very clean. The very first lap was very clean, and it was like 5 laps in, 6 laps in when everything happened. So, that's the way it goes.
I tell you what, these guys have done a great job, and my hat's off to every single one of them. They've done a beautiful job driving tonight, and I think when we go green, we're going to have, 11 to go? Not even? Or maybe a little bit more?
Let's see, caution happened on lap number 50 for Tabor Mowry. So when we go back to green flag racing, we'll should have 12 laps to go. or at least we'll be approaching the 12-lap mark. Stephen McComas right there. He's got a whole bunch of nose damage.
Yes, he does. I wonder if he's already used that free fix, because that's what.
I do believe that McComas was wrapped up pretty early in that very beginning. He was a part of what happened with Schimmel and Erickson. He had nowhere to go, so he probably had to use his fast repair then. And he might be staying out to get a lucky dog or a free pass, but he was involved in that one, so I don't see the free pass coming for him right there. Driver's going to get a free pass. You're going to definitely see Vance Sprundle in front of him. He's going to get a free pass. He's stuck out there. He's going around.
Look out. The Disney machine is in first. Justin Malarkey is going to take the lead on this one. He's gonna run point for us.
Malarkey, Bloom, Aylshire, Cozad, Buds. That's going to be the top 5. Remember, Prolitas. Check them out. Go to prolitas.com. Hit that shop button. That is the Talladega sponsor tonight. Sounds of iRacing sponsor is, of course, the Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles. My commercial sponsors for us here tonight for SCTV. It's going to be Black Horse Auto Transport, Ryko Motorsports. Make sure that you go and check out Ryko-motorsports.com for paints and, of course, with their setups out there. I dig their setups. They have some awesome dirt setups that I've actually used. Their SKs and their Whelans, their setups are over there. They're a lot of fun. They're so hard for me to handle, and it takes a lot more skillful driver for me to handle. But I know that the last open official I did for the SKs, the guy, he had like a 6,000 I rating. He stomped the field, and he used a Ryko Motorsports setup. So, like their promo says, champions aren't made, or champions aren't born, they're made. So, Ryko setups are king. Go to Ryko-motorsports.com to find out more information about how you can be involved there. Setups are pretty affordable over there, that's for sure. Malarkey, Bloom, Aylshire, Cozad, Buds. How many more cautions, Wooly? How many do you think?
2.
I think that's all we'd have time for, right?
Yep.
2 attempts at a green.
Caught it. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what happened.
I mean, they do have 2 attempts at a green white checker, so I think we could go 4. But I'm not going to call 4.
I call 4. These guys can do it. I have faith. Mad faith here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Back to green flag racing. Boogity, 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 boys.
I tell you what, they went 50 laps green. They can go 12 more. That's where I look at it. 73 of Malarkey gets a good start with Aylshire right there. So now we might actually see these two just kind of hold their own right here. The 11 gets right to the back bumper. He's not be able to push anybody, so this is like the first opportunity for him to do this in a while. He's just been out front.
Oh, he's looking to go around, but he's got Austin Bloom up top.
3 wide into turn 3. Maybe a little bit too early. That's a drag race going on right there. Side draft turn 3. 11, 73. Look at him run. Front stretch run here. Tri-oval coming. Still 3 wide.
Austin Bloom says, "Not today, Satan."
Oh,
he's going to get him. He's got 87 behind him. Here he goes. He's going to take that top line all the way to the front position, Jason.
Brian Cozad up top. The Aaron's Toyota Camry has Austin Bloom up in the mix with him. But look at the side draft. We were talking about how you have to be impactful. You have to be bumper to bumper. If you're not bumper to bumper, you're going to see a lot of side drafting. And right now, the front row.
Hunt Brothers car, I think I've seen him spin off the track, but I'm not sure.
Phil Stainert, the number 4.
Yep, no caught.
Austin Bloom taking over the lead right there. So now he got in front of Adam Aylshire right there. So now the 3 dropping to the 73. The 11 now outside. And a little side draft quarter panel action coming. You have to be bumper to bumper, 1 and 2, for that to be impactful. I mean, we've seen it time and time again in Daytona races, and now we're seeing it right here. How they're just going to be able to keep up on the outside road without anybody pushing on the back bumper, and that's just insane to see it.
so fun to watch Aylshire and Bloom just go at it. 3 wide for that long. Now Malarkey's back behind Bloom. I don't know if they're teammates. I don't know if that was planned. But I tell you what, Bloom did a great job on that high line, on that outside to get around the leaders like that.
Let's go back real quick. Take a look at what happened to Stainer. He is the number 4 car. He is wrapped up here in the middle. He's got the 46 there. He's on the back bumper of the 8. And with nowhere to go, he hit it. Basically, it was like a checkup. And then Phil goes around. Back to live conditions, though. Austin Bloom on the inside. Adam Aylshire to the outside. Not clear just yet with the 87 and the 73 right behind, pushing the 2 battling it for the lead.
I don't know, Jason, do we pick our pony now? I'm not sure.
I always pick the Oreo cookie machine. So.
I know you do. You like Nutter Butters and Oreo cookies and Ritz crackers.
Because I can't eat them.
Have any. I hate to laugh, but that's horrible.
Well, Corey Wakefield is a lap down. I would choose that car because he's driving my paint scheme. But
Yikes.
But he's a lap down. So inside the last car and the lead lap is the last car inside the top 10. That's going to be Lance Hill, the number 6. So I think, I don't know. I have faith that anybody inside the top 3 can finish in first.
Yeah, easily. I mean, Malarkey's got the chops. Bloom's got the chops. We know Aylshire can do it. My question is, I'm looking for that 87. I'm looking for Brian Kozad to come up and steal this thing. Maybe even Christopher Buds.
Brian Kozad needs a little bit of help. Right now, he's got the help in the form of the 24 of Joe Neidick. The 24 he's just been kind of back there, and that group, of course, was involved in that caution, so they used their fast repair. But now he's got 2 teammates behind him, and now maybe he can get to the front.
He's following back, by the way. He's got some right front damage from what I'm seeing.
Oh, I see what's happening. You see that outside line?
Look up! Christopher Buds goes to the outside, shoots the duck down through the middle, back to the inside. Now he is behind the leader.
Christopher Buds, the 13, ready to go. I watched the Neidick Racing team, pretty much all of them, drive straight to the top line. And then so much happened, so much swapped there. And you're absolutely right. Christopher Buds there to the inside, now behind the 11. Now we have the 3 of Austin Bloom. He's got the 73 of Malarkey behind him. Man, oh man, they are already pulling ahead of the 11 of Aylshire. Something was working just right for them, those drivers right.
I don't know how. I mean, no matter how bad Malarkey wants that thing to be a Tesla, sir, it's not a Tesla.
Justin Barkley says the 24 is going to get it. You know what?
Ooh, not a bad choice.
It's not a bad choice. That's
Joe Neidick.
That's right. Justin Malarkey and Austin Bloom. They're using that outside line to their advantage.
Almost got it cleared like 3-4 times. Just a little bit more, guys. Push it a little bit more.
The 3 and a 7 using the 21 as a pin. And they're going to roll down into the corner. The 3 almost loses it there. The 73 drops below the yellow line right there. So now, what kind of run are they going to have? The 3. It's 5 to go. He wants to protect the lead. The 73 and the 3 up high. The 11 down below. The 13 right there. Maybe that's just some smart moving right there because the 8 of John
Neidick.
That's John Neidick. They are now 3 wide with the 87 of Chris Buds behind him. Woo, look at him run. Adam
no, Austin Bloom and Malarkey getting set out to dry here as the field says goodbye.
Inside line, the inside line, the 3 wide line, the 8, the 87, the 24, and the 22, all teammates trying to finish inside the top 5 and trying to jump for the lead. So now John Neidick Jr. out front has Adam Aylshire right there with him. Kozad there as well. The 24 goes to the outside. Teammates battling it as now you see the 11 pop up out of the mix. He's going to have the 13 behind him. The 8 still leading on the inside. Ooh, look it loose.
Go, let's get it, boy. Oh no, the 24 comes down. It's the 11. The 11 comes into the 8. The 8 up into the wall, and panic ensues. Caution flag out here at Talladega. One more time, right at the 1 hour mark. Lap number 62, Jason.
First attempt at a green-white checker coming.
Oh man.
Adam Aylshire has not used his fast repair. So an opportunity there. Aylshire. All right. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Let's just back it up. We're going to see what happens here. Because we saw the 24 come down just a little bit right there. Take our favorite view. The far chase view. And we're just going to go quarter speed because this was amazing. This was 3 wide, and you can see these cars just how much they shake. The 22 shaking right there in the draft. The 87 doing the same thing. 24 comes down. Little net code, but he was coming down anyway. Makes the 11 loose. Into the 8. And all panic ensues. The 8 up into the air.
I think we need to give Aylshire the helicopter award. He spun around quite a few times there.
Well, the 8 got up into the catch fence.
No. Oh man, that is a bad night for these guys. Hopefully, some of these guys still have their quick repair. They can get in there, get back out, and get this thing done.
Oh man, look at all those drivers that look like modifieds.
Might make for a more interesting race.
Helicopter
It's
award.
pretty good so far. But, I mean, if they're all modifieds, it might be great. Who's not going to blow up here, Talladega? That would be the question.
Helicopter award to the field.
Here we go. There we go.
Lance Hill has the prettiest car out there. He's going to be your race leader. The number 6. I believe he is the driver that got the... He did use his fast repair. He was the one that we were talking about earlier. If you got the rear spoiler fixed on pit road, do you worry about it later on? Now that dirty Wyndham rewards number 6 Ford Mustang looks like he's going to be holding on. Malarkey's going to be not far off, 3.2 seconds out there. Man. First attempt at a green-white checkered coming. Malarkey, the 73 is going to be there. Austin Bloom now in 3rd. Brian Kozad, I believe, used his fast repair. Yeah, he did.
Be right back.
Adam Aylshire, he had a brand new car waiting in the works. He's up to 5th, so we will see, or he's back to 5th. We're going to see how this is. Compare the 21. Man, oh man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great race. It's going to be a great end to the race. Ooh-wee. Lance Hale going to be leading them around, and while we wait, let's go and talk about our
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
A reminder that Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles, my Crank It feature right there. Remember to check out Proletas.com, Proletas. You'll see the graphic splash up there in a little bit. Go check those guys out. Go shop for them. Great opportunity to be a part of it. If you want to be a part of the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series, make sure you go and check out their Facebook page, the Midwest Days of Thunder. Give them a like and follow for me. And, of course, you want to be part of Signature Esports, you want to broadcast a race, or if maybe, quite possibly, you want to sponsor part of what we do, just get a hold of me on Signature Esports on our Facebook page. Make sure that you give us all the likes and follows and shares and all of that fantastic stuff, because we couldn't do it without you, and we love you, and we appreciate you as well. Mr. Woolley, how are you?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing? We have 2 attempts at a green, white checkered, and right now, we're going to be 2 wide, and pace car is going to dive off, and they're going to go green.
I really don't know what to say here. Lance Hill up there. I mean, you got Malarkey still up there. Alshire or Aylshire. Brian Kozad. Anything's going to happen here, baby. Heat the tires and light the fires. Let's go racing, boys.
Larky outside gets a better jump, and we talk about it time and time again. Do you get a better jump, or do you push the guy in front of you and move him out of your way later on?
Always push the guy in front of you. Never leave your wingman. Anybody that's watched Top Gun knows that. Oh! Engine blows for Aylshire. Aylshire's out! And he's in the wall!
Midwest Days is under 2 laps to go, and the driver that I'm looking at right now, the 3 of Austin Bloom, he's sitting in 4th. A lot of lap traffic with him. Lance Hill out front, the 87 of Kozad right behind him, the 73 goes high, and now has the 96 to pick him up. Michael Pimpere's in the mix. Pimpere's right there. He can capitalize on this. He's got a draft to catch. White flag's going to wave here at Talladega.
Watch out for that Dale Earnhardt colored paint scheme Ford behind them guys. Brian Dixon, somebody we haven't talked much about today, but I don't think he's on the lead lap, unfortunately.
That's okay. He can still finish in 7th place. Be the first car off the lead lap. He's trying to protect his points right there, because right behind him, he does have Stephen Wood right there in the 17. Lance Hill, Brian Kozad, Justin Malarkey on the outside, has Austin Bloom there as well. Who's going to make it to the end? Because right here, turn 4 exit, front stretch.
Oh, you got him! You got him, boys! Let's go!
Lance Hill inside, 73 outside, pushing coming. 6 is going to win it. Lance Hill wins, Malarkey in 2nd, Kozad in 3rd, Austin Bloom in 4th, Pimpere in 5th. My goodness, that was almost a photo finish.
Got exciting there. Got real exciting.
Adam Aylshire led a ton of laps here. He finishes in the pits. He had to jump to pits because his car blew up. And man, unofficial results coming around. Lance Hill wins it here at Talladega. What a great finish here. And man, oh man, what a good job by him.
Justin Malarkey getting 2nd, Brian Kozad 3rd, with Austin Bloom bringing up that 4th spot. Cleanup.
I mean, that was a good push on the outside. Let's look at the white flag. We're going to watch the last lap right here, and this is going to be Lance Hill right here. And let's follow along. I think we can follow along. We're going to do the cockpit. There's only here. Here's the cockpit view of the last lap. Lance Hill bottoming out. He took the white flag, and he's got drivers to his outside, and he's just holding on. Look at that wheel. It's just bending. He's left and right, left and right, left and right. Inside run. You can see the drivers behind him. He's trying to hold on. Rear view mirror chasing, looking forward. It's a huge inside line run. I mean, they are basically lifting him loose. That is what's going on there. So Lance Hill coming across the start-finish line right there. Let's look at this. This camera right here. Here's what was going on after turn 4. We're backing it up right here just a little bit. Lance Hill coming around, and you see the 73 right there. He's got a good run. If he had just had a little bit more exit speed, he probably would have taken it away. But I mean, we're talking 3/100ths of a second right there. So that was super, super awesome of these guys. And we'll take it back live. Lance Hill out there celebrating. Man, what a race. 50 laps green and then 2 cautions. Whew. Lance Hill wins it. Malarkey, Kozad, Bloom, Pimpere. There's Joe Neidick in 6th. Brian Dixon, Stephen Wood. The number 17 comes home 8th. Brian Dixon, first car off the lead lap, protecting that position and doing a great job doing it. That was the number 33. We've got Matt Fornes and Travis Eccles. They're going to finish outside in the top 10. Corey Wakefield, the number 16, first car 2 laps down, as Adam Ilshire, who was on the lead lap until that restart where his engine blew. That was crazy. Van Sprundle finishes there in 13th. Schimmel Erickson into 15th. And Chris Budds, of course, down there at 18th. Scroll on down.
And joining on in the booth with us right now is Mr. Justin Malarkey.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you, man? Nice tonight, man.
Oh, it was fun.
The Disney Tesla. I'm so confused by this car.
They're my favorite cars. They don't go 200 miles an hour yet around Talladega, but maybe one day.
Possibly going to happen. Justin, you had the outside line running right there, and you almost had him. 3/100ths of a second is what I show on my relative, and 2/100ths of a second. That was crazy. Tell me about that finish.
Going down the back straightaway, Austin was pretty much counting down in my ear till he was going to slam my back bumper. At 3, 2, 1, and we did it. I got a whole car length. I just was too high in the corner. I just slid too high with the extra speed. Couldn't stay right there in side draft coming out of the corner, else I think we would have been in good shape. He gave me another push in the tri-oval. We were just 3/100ths too short, but it was great. I appreciate him doing that for me.
Definitely, it was a great race. It shows 0.029 off of Lance Hill. That's the difference between a victory and
yeah. I needed it too for the points. Big time needed that victory. That would have changed everything. But I think we were going 199 out here, and pretty sure my heart rate was going 200. So it's a good workout. I definitely lost a couple pounds of sweat tonight, I think.
Lance, what was your perspective on Justin coming up beside you right there?
Man, I wanted to block him. I had to stay with the 87, so I couldn't do that.
Listen, he went before that race. Pimpere was trying with the lucky dog, and now I go back in time. I wish he would have got by him.
Yeah.
Because when I come around with 5 to go, I'm like, what the heck? He's first?
Yeah. Man, I don't know how I missed that wreck.
Oh, that wreck was crazy. I was sideways down in the. I thought I was going to go down pit road and everything. It was crazy.
I don't want to talk about pit road.
It was fun.
What happened to pit road?
You missed everything there for what it's worth on that last caution. Tell us how the rest of the race went. Those last 2 laps were pretty much insane. I mean, you had a good jump. You had somebody right on the back bumper, and then next thing you know, you're holding on. And we followed along with your cockpit view here on the broadcast, and your wheel was just moving. like you were doing everything you could hold to hold on to it. and it seemed like they were lifting your rear end right there at the back.
Yeah. The beginning of the race was awesome. I mean, I started outside pole. And then we had pit stops, and Adam, I heard his mic cut out. Now I thought he said he was going to pit, so I went down to pit, and he said not pitting. I was going to try and come back up, but there was someone on my outside, so I had to stomp the brake zone. I just didn't have enough time to slow down and make my pit stop. But other than that, man, I'm just happy to overcome, all the bad stuff that happened, and be able to win this race.
It's definitely a good drive off for everybody right there. Is Brian in here?
Who's that? Hold on, let me see if I can find him.
Hey, while you find them, just want to say thanks to the sponsors too. I forgot to. So we got the Butt Kicker, Trackworks, Proleats, Weather Service County. I'm going to name them all. Without
also,
them, definitely awesome. And Jinx Shifters right there, all of them. So thank you.
Also, I want to thank Brian for giving that amazing push there at the end, and also a big thanks to my teammates Adam Alshire, Blake Bingham, and Doug Erickson for just being amazing teammates.
I found him.
There's Brian Cozen. Well, congratulations on the P1 P2 finish. Brian, talk us about how that last lap went. Your nose was shoved so far in the rear of that that first place car that it looked like you were just basically driving it for him.
Yeah, that last run, I had a little bit of damage left over from those wrecks, and last like 10 laps, I got to the outside, I killed that line, so I realized I'm a pusher. So I even told Lance going into turn 1 on the last lap, I'm not going to lift for you, but I'm going to push you as best I could. And I knew that's where I had my best opportunity. And I was hoping there's going to be some nonsense happening and I somehow win, but P3 is pretty good and push Lance to the win.
Brian, you did an incredible job. I was watching how his wheel was turning on the last lap right there, and it was forcing his car to basically stay. It was all he could do to, and you can go back and watch it in the replay if you want to. But his wheel was, you could just see he was holding on to it, and you could see your car right there on the back bumper in the rearview mirror. So very cool drive off. Congratulations on a P3. Make sure you give your shout outs out there for your team and for everything that you're doing out there as well.
Shout out to my teammate Bob Johnson, who got kind of shafted by cautions today, but shout out to him. He was there kind of helping me stay calm at times because plate racing can be very very stressful, especially towards the front. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks you for putting on a great broadcast.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you. Justin, thank you very much. And then, of course, Lance, thank you, man. I appreciate you for doing what you do. And you've got a big old victory in your books, and points are going to be updated, and we'll be back again next week.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. Willie, that was fun.
What?
That was fun.
Yeah, what's fun?
50 laps green, 2 cautions, green, white, checkered. You name it, you ask it all. The big one happens. And we give the helicopter award to everybody.
They were all deserving on the last one.
All right, my man. Well, from all of us over here at Signature Esports, make sure you tune in tomorrow evening for the Clash at Daytona for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series 2021 Series opener, the PVACF Cup Series Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter. That is our Cup Series sponsor. You're going to be able to tune in to all of that at 8:20 Eastern tomorrow evening. Wooly is driving in the Xfinity Series this year. He's going to head up a team, Racer Motorsports. Tell us about your team real quick and what your expectations of the 2021 Signature eNASCAR Cup, Signature eNASCAR Series action, because we have 3 series this time.
Well, we got a great bunch of drivers on Racer Motorsports, and we're looking forward to dominating the competition. It's going to be pure pain for everybody else, because when you look behind the rearview mirror, that's where we're going to be coming up right behind you every time. So we got some great drivers, though. We got Sean Conklin. He's a young and up and coming driver. He is the youngest driver over at Signature Esports, but he definitely is a little powerhouse, and can't wait to get him in there. We got Aiden Hill in the trucks for our truck team, and then we've got some great guys up in our cup, our not truck team, but cup team. We got some great guys up there too. So looking forward to the 2021 season, and starts next week, man. I can't wait.
Tomorrow night, we definitely have great high impact action. Back at it again. Signature Esports is back at it. 2021 is going to be a great year. Thank you to Midwest Days of Thunder and the Prolitus.com. Talladega 150. They're going to be doing great things out there. I'm going to buy me some Prolitus and give that stuff a try because I can eat it. It's amazing. It's fruit, protein, awesome. Love it. It's going to be a great time. For the Midwest Maniac right there, and myself over here, Jason here at Signature Esports. Have a great afternoon, a good evening, and a good morning.